I mean, what can Black do there? I don't even know what's going wrong with that.
Is he really gonna go rook h7?
No, that looks so ugly.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, wait, I'm starting down 30 seconds, which is kind of a little bit ridiculous, but okay, whatever. Fine, I'll play b3, bishop b2. Kind of annoying. I shouldn't be down 30 seconds here, but whatever. I didn't think he was going to play g6, by the way. I was intending to play e3, d4, c4, but he plays this line, which... Okay, at least I get what I want. I think... Did Gata just blunder this? Or is this prep? Maybe this is prep? I mean, I know in a best case scenario, this is still supposed to be kind of okay for black. It's just not wonderful. And you have to be very, very precise. Like, extremely precise here. Here goes queen b6, so... Oops. So, of course you take. Of course you take, and now I develop. Thinking for a long time here, which is kind of interesting. Takes with a queen. That also seems kind of weird. This looks suspicious. I'm gonna be honest. This looks kind of weird. I know bishop f6 is the right move. This looks very weird. I mean, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna develop normally. I mean, it looks like I'm just up a pawn here, I think. So I'm gonna castle, play knight d4. I mean, at some point I have knight a3. Of course I've got knight d4 whenever. Like, I feel like in these lines, basically, if white can get the knight developed, white is almost always much better. Like, not even better, but like much, much, much better. He plays a6, which I also don't really understand. Looks wrong. This all just looks very wrong to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid or something, but this just looks amazingly good for me. I just go knight d2. I have bishop f3, of course, but let's just play knight d2, knight f3. Just clean development here. And like I said, as I recall, normally if white's able to get the clean development, this is generally not very good for black. So I think I'm just going to play knight f3, queen d2, rook d1, rook c1. And maybe this isn't wonderful, but this looks like a bit of a dream with rook d1. Can always just trade. Oh, I could have traded. Maybe I could have. Maybe I shouldn't. Who knows? Whatever. The show goes on. I also have c4 somewhere in here too, so I think I'm in really, really good shape. I think Gata just got his lines confused, is my guess. Like, because here, after bishop f6, I think bishop f6 computer generally thinks it's okay. So it goes g5. Now, first things first, I can trade on c6. Second things second, I can play knight e1, knight d3. Yeah, maybe queen d2 is a little bit slower than... Still, it looks very good for me. So if I take and play bishop d3... I mean, rook ac1 is obviously completely fine, I think. As is knight e1. As is rook fd1. So many options here. What's the right way to play this? I think I'm just going to go rook ad1, knight e1, knight d3. Because by playing g5, God is basically admitting that he's made a mistake and he has to go all in with an attack. Okay, goes g4, I go knight e1, knight d3, knight f4, or knight c5. And I think I'm just better here. Okay, I'm going to go knight d3. I have knight f4, I have knight c5, no? Or am I crazy? Wait, knight c5? What am I missing? Knight d4, cd4. Yeah, I don't understand this from God at all. Okay, rook c7, logical. I mean, I assume I should take. Yeah, I don't understand this. I take, he takes with a pawn, and I'm just up 2 pawns after bishop a6. He does get h4, but again, I don't know if this isn't or g3. This really doesn't look right. Yeah, but I think I should. Takes queen c6. I don't know. This just looks very good to me. It's queen d3. I have queen f5. Takes. Of course, I go queen d4 to trade the queens. Now a6 is actually hanging here. Whoops. Most importantly, he does not have g3. So I mean, I'm very clearly better here. The only question is whether I win this or whether it's a draw. I think I don't think there's any risk of me losing. Although again, I have to be careful of these kingside ideas. Queen e6 runs into c4. I think may not be the absolute best move, but I think it's good. Okay, he goes queen d6, which I'm actually even more confused by, because now I think c4 is just very pleasant. And I also have queen b6. As long as there's no cheese here, as long as there's no cheese on this king side, it's fine. c4 bishop g7, I just realized, is not actually so clean though. I can play queen d3 and queen f5 maybe. I think queen d3 is quite good actually. I'm just going to go after this pawn. I still have queen f5 here. Oh, but he just goes a5, and that was stupid of me. That was just a bad move. I still have c4 d4 takes maybe. Queen a6 is obviously a move as long as there's no tricks. I really thought I had queen f5, but he just goes rook e5, and I'm left feeling stupid. So not right. And rook fe1 seems completely fine. g3 I just take. There's no tricks. h4 is not a threat, so I just take. As long as I don't blunder some h4 g3, I will win this game. Although the idea of bishop f1 does actually give him h4, so maybe not completely right by me to play rook e1. I mean, I can obviously go g3, bishop f1, g2 maybe. Well, let's see, whatever. Queen f6, logical move. I can play c4 here. c4, d4 takes rook e7, d5 takes d6, d7. Okay, now queen d4 again is a logical move. I think I'm going to play it again. Because again, I'm willing to trade. I can go queen 8, or goes bishop g7 now. So now, of course, I'm happy. Because now I can trade. Oh, but now there's a pawn at a5. So that's what God is playing for. I mean, whatever. If I can't win this, I can't win this. But I don't want to risk anything silly happening on the king side. So I'm more than happy to do this trade. So I guess if I play rook d3 or not, because rook d3, rook d8, rook d3, c5, rook d8, rook d1, rook d8. c4 d4 doesn't look wonderful. I think I'll just go here and then rook d1 next move. Go here, I guess. I mean, I can always go g3 at some point. g3 h3 maybe. Okay, now the big question is whether b4 is good or not. I mean, I can play a4. Also play just g3. I can also just go bishop d3 and bishop f5 maybe as well. Problem is, it feels like there are too many ways for me to play this where I'm just better. It's kind of hard for me to figure out what the right one is. b4 seems wrong. Bishop d3 seems like a reasonable move, but it doesn't seem right. I think g3 is probably just a good move. Just to play against these weak pawns. I mean, he has bishop e5 and f5, I guess. Goes bishop e5. I can play f4. I can play h3 somewhere in here. I'm just going to go here, though. Keep it simple. Probably h3. Okay, he does play f5. Bishop d3 or h3 is a question. My assumption is h3 must be right. I'm trying to open up the h file. I also have bishop d3 somewhere in here. Let's see what he does. I'll pre-move it. I don't think he's going to take, because it just creates one more weakness. It was king g6. I expected that. I can take and play rook h1. I have bishop d3 as a move. Now b4 works to c6. Aha. Yes, now b4 I think works, because now the pawn is loose. Yeah, because now this is a check. Because before he could trade and go d4 and equalize, but now it doesn't work, because now he loses the pawn with a check. He goes rook a7. I assume I can play b5. I can also play a4 here. a4 looks right, but it also looks wrong. d3. I think a4 is right, though, because I can take, and I think his pawns are too weak here. These pawns are all very, very loose. So I don't think he can take. Yeah, he has to go there to guard. Now I can play b5. He has to go c5. Oh, did I just make a mistake? Wait, so I take? Maybe I made a mistake. I can trade. I thought I had some trick with bishop e8 and rook h1, maybe. h1. Guess it doesn't quite work. So let's just keep this stable. Let's play rook d3. Keep it simple. d4, I just take. Oh, did I just blunder d4? It goes king g5. Now I can play h4 and rook d1, which don't love it, but it might be correct. But what is this threat? If I go rook d1, rook c3, rook d5, f4 is not working, c4 is not working. I mean, this has to be right. Again, there is increment. It's 10-2. So even though I'm down a minute on the clock, I'm not concerned here. I can obviously take. I mean, I'll pre-move it because it's a safe pre-move. I think I'm gonna win this game. Just my instinct. I think I have h4. h4, bishop e8. I'm not thrilled by my technique in this game, but I think it's good enough. Now, another big question is whether I play h4 or not. My assumption is that I do not. That's my assumption. Whoops. Okay, let's take. I mean, I pre-move this, of course. It's a safe pre-move. I mean, I'm pretty sure he goes king f6. And now the question is, do I take or not? If I trade and play bishop d7, how does he hold? He has rook c7, I guess. Wait, if I go bishop e8, bishop e8 maybe is even more precise. Or do I play 8? I mean, I also have h4 here. If I play h4, rook c2, bishop e8. I don't know. I think h4 is winning, so I'm going to do it. I think this is winning. I have bishop e8. I have bishop d7. I have bishop d3. Rook c2. I mean, rook c2, just bishop e8, I think is cleanly winning. Because there's no way to get at the pawn chain unless he can get a rook and a bishop behind. And I think with this weak pawn, he can never get that. Goes king e6. Very logical move. Question is, do I play rook d2 or not? I think rook d2 is just good because I want to go bishop e8 or bishop d7. Both moves are in play here because of the weak pawns. I also cut off any threats on the second rank. I think I'm just going to win this. This doesn't really look very defendable even for black. I actually don't know how black is supposed to defend this. Computer probably still would put up a very serious fight here, but for us puny little humans, I don't think it's realistic to survive. Yeah, I think this is just lost for black. Goes rook c7. So now I go bishop e8 to hit the pawn. Rook b7. Oh, his idea to play rook b2? He thinks this is a draw with rook b2? Is this a draw with rook b2? Wait a second. So he wants to go rook b2. Actually a draw? If I trade, play e4 takes. 3 versus 1 can't be a draw, can it? No, I don't think this can be a draw. He's gonna go rook b2. First of all, I don't have to trade, but is this actually winning? Wait, takes e4. I mean, this has to be winning. But do I really want to go for it or not is also a big question, because I don't have to go for it. I can also just play rook d3, and I think, even though I'm pretty confident it's winning, okay, let's move the mouse off so I don't do something stupid. So e4, fe4, bishop g4, king e5, bishop e2. I mean, that must be winning. That must be winning. If I don't take, I play rook d3, bishop d6, bishop e8, bishop e4, bishop d7, takes. I mean, okay, I'm pretty sure it's winning, but I don't want to get into any of that mess, so I'm just going to play rook d3 here. I think it's winning with e4, but again, I'm down a minute, so it's like it's on me to prove the win. And when I'm up 2 pawns here, I don't see why I should go for that, because there could be draws. Like if I make a mistake in that bishop and pawn ending, it could be a draw. Even though I'm pretty sure it's winning, it could be a draw. And so the fact that I'm down makes it much more down on time makes it much more likely that I'll make a mistake. So that's why I'm going to dodge it. Yeah, it goes bishop d6, but the problem with that one is I have bishop f7, I think. Yeah, I have check and takes, and that's very clean. I think rook d5 is also extremely clean here. Yay! Bishop g6 is also clean, but I think rook d5 is cleanest. Let me make sure. f4, g takes f4. Yeah, I mean, that's just very clean. If he takes, I win. Who's there? I have bishop e8 here as well. He's trying to fight. I mean, 4 versus 1 must be winning, though. Yeah, I mean, if this isn't winning, I don't know what is, honestly. Yeah, I mean, this has to be winning. Let's go h6, h7, and bishop g8. I mean, yeah, this is over. All right, very clean. We're going to get a good win. Good win. We're going to move into semifinals, and all is going according to plan so far. I just go bishop g8 and make a queen, just over. Yeah, very good, very good. So I don't know if Gata blundered in the opening or what he thought he saw. Take the pawn, because I make a queen. Yeah, just no chance here. Yeah, Gata resigns and we get the win. Good win, you guys. Very, very good win. Very, very clean game, I think. I mean, maybe my technique wasn't super precise, but I think it was pretty good, right? Oh, queen f6 is best? So what did Gata do wrong then? Queen e7? Okay, whatever. It's something. Who knows? That's life. All right, you guys. So anyway, we do get the win. And we move on to the semifinals. So let's change the scene. We have another match coming up between Noterbeck and Fabiano. Sorry, not Fabiano. We have, wait. There we go. We have a game coming up, I think, between Noterbeck and Jeffrey Jean. Thank you so much to Kai Rixia for the Prime, ATP Addict for the Prime, Goran Fishing with the Prime, Quetzalcoatl for the gift of sub. So, thank you so much to Akleon for the Prime. Thank you so much to Reacher again. Thank you so much to Shiny Giraffe Gig for the 9 months.